Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I
Bye.
just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Hello and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rising. I'm your host today, and my co-host is Tacoma, Washington.
Hey.
And today, we have a very interesting show for you. Tacoma,
Yes.
how about you start out?
Okay, before we start, just want to say hello. Hello. How
Hi.
you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. How was your week? How was your day?
Restful.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Before we get started, I want to ask everybody if you can hit that like button down below, subscribe, and share us. By all means, leave some comments. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about these topics. So, but happy Thursday.
Yes.
Thankful Thursday.
Thankful Thursday.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first question was it about porn?
No,
What's
the use of toys in the bedroom.
Oh,
That's
how
one
can
of-
I forget that?
I don't know. But last week you said that was one of your highlighted topics right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
So today's first topic is going to be the use of toys in the bedroom. What do you think about it?
I love the idea
I
of
know you
using
do.
I love that idea of using toys in the bedroom. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's another million or probably $1 billion industry of toys. You know, and Candy Corner. You know, the R&B singer. She has a toy line.
Yeah.
And Fredericks of Hollywood. You know, I don't mind toys in the bedroom. I have never been one to introduce toys in the bedroom, but I have no problem with it. Heightens, sexual, pleasure. I'm off with that. But I know my opinion is most women have those toy parties. I've never
Yeah.
been to one where a man has ever hosted a sex toy party.
Really?
But not in the years I've been around.
Wow.
But I'm all for it. So since you and again, my favorite phrase is pleading the fifth. You tell me your pros and cons of it. Do you like it? Have you used it? Do you use it? Have you ever been to a party or hosted a party? What are your thoughts?
So, I love toys. I have a duffel bag full of toys. I buy 2 and 3 because you never know when they're going to run out the kind that you really like.
Okay.
So my favorite are like a silver bullet or this little purple thing. It's about this big.
Okay.
And it's magical.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't really need all those big, gigantic things unless you just want to play around with them for fun. But-
Anything with the starter
yeah,
that's
you
like
don't, you
a
don't need that. You don't
lawnmower
need that.
blower.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay.
But so what is this place? Star something. I don't even Star City something. I go and I Star something.
I think Starship. I've seen.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've
Starship.
seen locations
Yeah,
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're probably like on every long street corner somewhere. But they have a really good variety. But I was working in Alabama, and they had just pass it by, and they had a sale. So Alabama is much cheaper than Georgia, but it's only like a 2-hour ride.
Yeah.
But you can get 3 in Alabama for the price of 1 in Atlanta.
Okay.
I was like, what? I loaded up.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So you say you have a duffel bag.
Yeah.
Like large duffel bag,
Yeah,
small
large.
duffel bag.
Like a guy go to the gym and take the.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
Or you can be going on the plane and take that.
which leads me to my next question. Do you ever travel with those toys? Like if you
Yeah.
in your car, that's one thing, but what about on a
No,
plane?
in my purse.
When you go to through TSA.
Look, it's in my purse when I'm going through the scanning.
But they can tell what they
yeah,
are,
they
right?
can see.
And you
I don't hide it. It's
you
in the plastic bags.
You don't have a problem with that?
No,
I do,
it's
yeah.
not liquid.
Yeah, that's not. But I can imagine TSA and they're looking
Yeah,
through
they're
looking at the
And,
monitor,
yeah,
and then they look
up
at
at
you,
me,
and
and then I just keep
they
on.
smile or whatever like
That's
that.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
have you ever encountered a problem like that before with TSA?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Now, only thing, I know I didn't have any liquids in my bag, so they've taken my bag and pulled me over to the side. So I figured that's what they was doing because it looked like a bullet, but it's like big as my thumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the silver one is, I call it silver because it's about big as my thumb. But,
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then they have remote wireless ones. So the little purple one is wireless. But this bullet, you have to plug it into the, what do you call it, to make it go up and down, higher and lower, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Some of them have like 8 and 9 different levels.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
a mixture.
I'm familiar with the old school, vibrators, or really they have a dual purpose, the massager, and really you can use it on your back, muscles like that,
Yeah.
but you can also use it, for sexual pleasure. But other than that, my knowledge of sex toys is limited. Not unless, like I said, I have no problem with my mate bringing it to the bedroom, but I wouldn't know where to begin. How do you typically shop for your toys? Online, through a book, or word of mouth?
No, let's go in the store and look.
Just going to the store.
No. So I know a lot of women like the jackrabbit.
What's that?
So the jackrabbit is actually looks like a penis with a rabbit on the top, and the rabbit.
Wait. Say that again.
It's called a jackrabbit. So you have like, this is the penis, and then you got a little rabbit sitting on the top, leaning just like that. So the rabbit ears hooks on the clit. It just slide it on it, and then both of them go at the same time. Actually, it's 3 in 1.
I wish we had some pictures for illustration.
Yeah, so everybody can Google jackrabbit.
Well,
A lot of women know what jackrabbit is.
Okay.
So it has, so that the penis come out right. So at the level where the penis stop, it's a lot of little beads in it, and it's moving around. So that's
okay.
one. So that's at the entrance. You getting that stimulation. So you got the shaft inside.
Okay.
And that's moving around. Then you got the rabbit on top, hooked on the clit. That's moving. We go to sleep with that thing.
I can imagine. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But jackrabbit been around for years.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I
for
guess over the
years.
years they made them better, developed them.
I don't know. They didn't. I don't know. They look basically the
I
same.
mean, maybe if you say they've been around for
Yeah.
years, I probably have seen this before,
yeah.
but just
It's a
didn't
rabbit
know
sitting on
that's
the
what
top.
it was called. That.
Jackrabbit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So you got the jackrabbit, the silver bullet, and the little purple bullet. So.
Okay, and all right. So typically, again, especially with this jackrabbit, does the man use that on the woman, or the woman uses it on herself, or
She can use it on herself, but he can help.
he can help? Okay, all right.
Because he might want to be, while she using that, because she don't have to hold it, it'll stay in place.
It'll stay in place
Yeah.
with a strap or something.
No.
No. Okay.
Once you put it in, it should just stay there.
Okay. Excuse my ignorance. I just, I need to look into this for my next novel.
Yeah, good
Okay.
Christmas gift.
Okay. All right. For who?
For your partner. Yeah, for your partner.
All
For
right.
your female partner is good.
Okay.
Don't give it to a man. So-
Heck no. I wouldn't even
So-
give. Okay. So I guess I'll do more research on that. I'll look, some of the porn sites, and I guess I'll put in the search bar of
Jackrabbit.
sex toys and.
Like a man's name, Jack.
Okay, Jackrabbit.
Yep.
And any other toys that are very popular?
They have these little vibrators that you just put on your finger like a ring. Those are pretty popular.
Okay.
And then they have what else? Well, they have the regular penises,
Yeah.
the different colors, pink, black,
Size,
red,
color.
different size.
What's with the colors? What's with the different
I don't-
colors?
I don't know.
I mean,
I like pink.
Black, white, brown,
Pink,
but
yeah.
pink and
Yeah.
fluorescent.
I just like pink.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So,
I guess maybe fluorescent. So if it's dark,
yeah, you could.
st-
Yeah. Here I am in the dark.
Okay. Okay.
So, what else? So, I don't know. The penises come, well, you know, they come in different sizes, just like the normal. Female can use it by herself
Yeah.
or with company.
Okay. All right.
Husband, boyfriend, friend, whatever.
Okay.
They can share in
Alright.
that pleasure. What else? Then they have a lot of different type of massage oils too.
Massage oils. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
The ones that heat up.
heat.
Yeah. That I have personal experience with.
Yeah,
And
so-
they work good.
yeah.
I like those.
So
I
they
like
have
those.
the ones that heat up. Then they have the ones that heat up that are flavor, like chocolate, strawberry,
Yeah.
vanilla,
Yeah.
all those kinds. Or they have. I remember back in the day, and like way back in the day, they had this one. What was it called? Skipped my memory right now. But it was when I was in high school, and it was pink. I just can't remember the name of it. But somebody out there might know the name of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Because, boy, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I bet it is. what better place for it to be?
I know. But,
man.
yeah, that one was around for many, many years. I haven't seen that one in the stores, though.
Yeah,
So you have to
yeah.
go with the up-to-date flavors. And I like chocolate and caramel. Caramel is too salty.
Too salty, yeah.
Yeah, it's too salty.
And the other range of toys, you know, like handcuffs and
Oh, yeah, handcuffs
whips,
are good. They
you
have
know,
all,
things
yeah.
like that. And I don't know what that type of whip is called. It's like it's made out of leather. It has straps of leather and it
Yeah.
has beads at the
I
bottom
don't
of
know
it.
I don't know what the name of it is neither.
Okay,
But I know what you're
that's
talking
more
about.
like for S&M,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't in no pain.
And fuzzy handcuffs, you know. No, I've never used a pair of fuzzy handcuffs, but
The regular,
irregular, yes, and
your own.
my own one, yeah. And, I had to sterilize them, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 times, 8, 9 times, 10, 11, 12, 13 times.
So who was the
sterilized.
cuff person? You or your partner?
My partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let nobody? You didn't let her cuff you?
You know, it was so long ago. I don't remember if she ever asked.
Oh.
But I wouldn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem. I did see a movie a couple of years ago. It was on Netflix, and this couple, he handcuffed her to the bed. They went on a vacation spot,
Yeah.
vacation home, and he had a heart attack, and she was handcuffed.
Wow.
He died.
What?
And she couldn't get loose. I don't want to. Spoiler alert, just in case anyone wants to watch that movie. I don't know the name of it, but I wish I did because it was a really good movie, and I don't want to spoil it for you
Okay.
either if you've never seen it.
No,
But
I
I'll get you the name of it and you check it out.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised at the ending. But that's the only thing I would say. I would be a little apprehensive about, you know, being cuffed to a bed. But that movie scared me straight.
Really?
But it was a good movie. But the handcuffs are fun. Oils are fun. Hot oils are fun. What about hot wax? I've seen I forgot what comedy movie it was, and somebody got burned with the wax. It was too hot, you know. But all of these things, and you know, spice up the bedroom. Good toys, you know, hot wax, hot oils. What about things for the eyes? Keep your eyes covered. You know, just that element of surprise. If you any other
no
tool?
blindfolds.
Okay, yeah, blindfolds.
Yeah,
okay.
no blindfolds.
Okay.
Just a little. Let's see. Cuff. You can cuff one arm and one leg, not both arms, not both legs.
Oh, that's maybe when I was younger and I was a lot more flexible, but I don't know, one arm and one leg.
One of each, not both.
Yeah, that okay. I got to really visualize that. One arm and one leg. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just call me Gumby. Any other toys that are really popular with
Well,
with
you know
women?
they have those beads. I'm not into those. Those anal beads and stuff. I'm not into
Yeah.
to that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
They have. Yeah, you can go in there and you can be in there for an hour or two just looking around, seeing what all they have
Okay.
that you might want to just play around with.
Okay.
I remember I took a friend of mine from work. It was his wife's anniversary, and she was like church girly. So I was like, yeah, well, you need to do this, spice it up. So then I took him over there to Starship, and he walked out with a nice big bag. I don't know how it worked out, but he didn't give me those. That update, but I'm sure it should have worked out pretty good. They should have had fun just experimenting with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know, like I said, I'll explore more on the porn sites and just research and see about couples with toys and because it's basic. Just watching porn, which is one of the other topics we wanted to discuss tonight. Porn. When is too much too much? Like the addiction, that fine line between addiction and just regular enjoyment of porn.
Okay.
And what happens if you like porn but your mate doesn't? What do you do there? That compromise. I think in all my years, I've never had anyone who didn't like porn. They could take it or leave it. And then I had I dated someone who really watched porn more than me.
Wow.
And that was great. That was great. I know there was one time she had texted me. She had texted me, and she said porn just wasn't doing it for her anymore. I was like, what do you? And it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. And this, I thought I watched porn a lot, but she was 11 o'clock in the morning watching porn, and I was at work and I didn't even entertain it. I was just like, wow, you're tired of porn, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I watched porn a lot, but
So how much do you watch porn?
That's a good question. I'm not obsessed with it because there are some days where I'll watch maybe an hour or two, maybe 3 at the most, and then there are some days when I don't even turn it on. And just recently today, before I got here to the studio, I said like, wow, when was the last time I watched porn? It's been a while. So that's how I know for myself I don't have an obsession, an addiction with it. But I like it. I like it. I like it. Watching it alone. But whoever I'm with, if they like it too, I like that as well. What are your thoughts? Do you like it porn or not?
Well, it's a commercial time.
Is it already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, take it out for me.
Okay, so we're going to take this quick commercial break, and don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about the strangest places you've ever made love. The strangest places you ever made love, kinky or criminal.
And porn.
And more porn. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, I'm Vernell Bernardo, better known as Papa Stoop, executive producer of the new hit show, The Flavor. The Flavor is the independent video countdown show. We are seeking a female host between the ages of 21 and 35 years old. The casting will be held September 4th, Saturday, between 11 to 4 in the afternoon. The Flavor will be the next hottest show since BET and MTV Countdown. So if you think you got what it takes to host a show, contact us at 1061tv@gmail.com. Once again, 1061@gmail.com. See you soon.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom Inc. Reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles with your host, Mercury's Rising, and her co-host,
Tacoma, Washington.
That's me. And as always, we enjoy chopping it up behind the scenes during the commercial breaks, on these topics. And like I said before, we don't mind. Please hit that like button down below, leave comments, let us know what you're thinking, and subscribe. By all means, subscribe and share us. Share us with your friends, your family. Okay, so we were discussing before the break the porn. So we want to continue with that. But by all means, give a call. Call us here. We're live in the studio. 770-485-7724. That's 770-485-7724. Give us a call. We're taking calls live right here. Bedroom Chronicles live on TV 1061. Okay, so getting back to porn, do you like it? Can you live with it?
Okay.
Can you not live with it?
Okay, I can live with it. I like it I like it when I really liked it when I was younger, like teenage years, early 20s.
Okay.
But as I guess, because I used to read, when I was 10, 12, I was reading Deep Throat by Linda Lovelace, and then the porn came along with it.
Yeah.
And then after I got in my later 20s and 30s, it just wasn't doing, because they didn't have a, they were just so dry back then.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't have a
storyline.
Storyline. They was just going at it.
Yeah.
So,
70s,
but now
80s.
I think it's a little bit better. I've seen some. In the last 2 years, I've seen some porn, not a lot of porn. And it's just been stuff some other people send to me.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen some stuff, but one, if I could have called the police, I would have. I don't know if this was, they had this lady, it was 3 guys. They didn't show their face, all they saw was their hands in their private parts. And they had her, it's like she was bent forward. And the only thing was, and her hands were tied down, and she was it's just like her body was just concocted where it was just sitting in the chair.
Wow,
with
wow.
the 2 private parts showing.
Yeah.
And her mouth, private part. And it's like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, it's
but
a
that
little,
was a little.
That's a little strong.
Yeah, that was too strong.
I don't
But
like
then
that
I
at
said,
all.
well,
Yeah.
they weren't doing it to her. They was doing it to her with her. She gave them permission because they asked her if she was okay, and she answered that. But no, I didn't see no okay in that at all.
Yeah, wow.
But just regular porn stuff, I think it's good if you watch it with your partner and y'all mimicking what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
But not just sitting on the couch laid back and just watching it.
Well,
But if you want to play along with it, then I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I have my days when I'm into it, if I'm off from work or whatever. I may wake up, after I do a few things and click it right on, and
But
like I said,
you said an hour or 2?
yes, because, it's like going down a rabbit hole. Sometimes you may find something that's interesting, and then there may be one particular actor or actress, and you like their style, and you says, let me see more. Let me see, if there's anything more. Now, I was thinking about this, what you had said about the storylines back then, the vintage, porn. And I have to say this, back in the early days, not giving away, our ages or anything like that, but they did have storylines to the point where it was almost, wow, let's fast forward, let's forget all of this, and just get to the the meat and potatoes, if you will.
I didn't see those. All I saw was meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Pull my hair, ride the horse. That was it.
But nowadays,
and switch up sometimes.
But nowadays, it's like no plot. It's like they get right to it.
Oh.
Sometimes you may find a little plot, but most times it's just some girl, she may be walking down the street, a guy's driving, hey shorty, what's going on with you? Nothing. Next thing you know, they're doing it. But I know my first experience with porn, I was in high school, and we had a cut party. You know what a cut party is?
No.
That's when, the day before you plan this, you invite some guys and girls over and cut school.
Oh, okay.
Got to wait till your parents leave, go to work, and then they come over, bring beer or whatever like that, or malt duck. I was drinking malt duck in high school, and chips or whatever like that. So, but this particular cut party was just guys, because one of my boys had a 8 millimeter camera. That's how vintage, this porn was. And I remember we were in the room and, put it on, and it was like, it's like 4 of us, and we're like just quiet, just watching the wall, and that was primitive. You think about how far porn has come, and then when we were older, still in high school, going to the video store. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but going to the video store to get porn was very embarrassing.
Because you had to go in the back room.
Back room. Always had a back room. Always had beads. you know,
Yep.
and then I always try to time it. And I remember, you know, before I went out to the store, I'd be nervous, try to time it. You know, I just got home from school, you know, any adult, they shouldn't be there at that time, 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 4, and I go to the, you know, ride my bike to the video store and then look around, you're looking around, you know, playing it off like you're looking for any other movie, Star Wars, and then you got your eye on the adult section, and then you go, and then you go through there and go through the beads and you find something, and that's the hard part, you know. No, the hard part was now that you found something coming out, you know, you're peeking out through the beads, nobody's in there. You get to the counter, what happens? 7, 8, 9 people come in there at once. And there's always somebody, you know, a friend of your parents, you know, like, what you doing in here with that tape? Because, you know, it were tapes back then, VCR tapes. But that was the fun part growing up and, you know, renting porn.
So over the years, how has porn influenced your sexual activities?
A great deal.
Really?
A great deal. Because I learned techniques. You know, when you're young, you know, you're going to hear about things in the street, you know, as we all do. But you don't, who are you going to learn from? Somebody else your own age? No, you got to, you know. So I was influenced heavily by by porn. But there's one thing that you can't do. You can't, for a man, you can't let that, you know, watching too much porn, you can't objectify women, you know. And it's a real thin line, very thin line that you can cross, because you start thinking, okay, if she could do this, you know, like last week we were discussing squirting, you know, and then you'll see the, you know, the women in the movie squirting all day long, geysers, and you know, and then, you know, you go home and you with your girl and she's, you know, like, first of all, you got to explain it to her, help, you know, teach her, you know, what it's about, and then you got to be patient. A guy has to be patient. So you're saying to yourself, well, damn it, in the movie, you know, they were just squirting and wetting beds, and you know, and so how come you ain't doing it? Can't objectify women. You have to be patient, because just like everything, some people want, one woman can and one woman can't, and you know, so you have to be patient, but you can't objectify women.
Okay.
So, and for a woman who, I've never dated a woman who didn't like porn, because I don't know how I would handle that. You know, like if she found it disgusting, then I would have to sneak in my own house, and that's not cool either. That is not cool.
So do you write about porn and chasing waterfalls?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yes. As a matter of fact, like I don't want to give any part of the sequel away. As a matter of fact, the sequel's title is Chasing Waterfalls: Obsession, Sexual Obsession. And but I can't give anything away. But you may say, then why bring it up?
So the sexual obsession is porn or what? You can say that. You can answer that, right?
It's okay. I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so in this novel, Chasing Waterfalls, an erotic novel, Jonah, the main character, he seeks he goes to a sex therapist, and you know, during his treatment, he's telling the sex therapist, who is drop dead gorgeous, you know, about his well, not his childhood, but his younger, years, with women, and how it led up to the position or the point that he's at in his life then, during the book. And all through his sessions, he battles within himself whether he's thinking about, fucking his therapist. He's trying to get a feel to find out if she's feeling him or not, or if she's strictly professional, and I'll leave it at that. So I will leave it at that.
Porn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's another thing too. One more thing. I just wanted to add this too. The production of porn from way back then until now is fantastic, because the clarity of it is like high definition, and it's almost like you're in the studio, or in the room, during these sessions, and I love it. Back then, color porn was like grainy. But now it's like high def.
So since you said it's like high def, so would you ever think about, or have you thought about, just watching another couple in person?
As a matter of fact, I have.
You have?
Yes.
Wow.
Which is called voyeurism, and I believe Google defines voyeurism as the gaining gratification of watching others during sexual activity. And there was something, there was a young lady I was with, and we thought about that, voyeurism. And, through the work site, you hear about these places, within the Atlanta area. I was like, and I was invited to, one or two of them. And then, the day or the night that, we were going to go, I changed my mind. I was like, I don't feel like going. So, what do you think about it? Your thoughts?
I went to one
Did
of those
you?
parties. And they have them every weekend. They were having them every weekend at the Holiday Inns.
Do tell.
Oh, Lord. I didn't know that that's where I was going to say. I was dating this doctor, and he was like, he was very sneaky, because he was like, Joanne, when, that's what he was calling her at the time. When, me and my ex-girlfriend, or me and my ex-fiance, we used to go to a friend's house. And that friend, then he's talking about swingers then. They were swingers, so then me and my partner would go, and we would share with them. And then he said, later on, he'd bring us something else. Oh, we used to then we go to parties, and we do this and this and this. And after like 6 or 7 months go by, he giving me these little tidbits. And he's like, okay, get dressed. We're going to go to this private party, and you're going to have a good time. So now I got my long hair on, and it was cold, so I had a wool suit on with a nice white low-cut blouse and some boots with like 2-3 inch heels. So I walk up, we walk up to the Holiday Inn, to the entrance. And I'm paying attention. I see the sign, handwritten, says, keep your penises in your pants.
Handwritten.
Yes, handwritten, but it's like on like you can do a poster presentation for school. And it was on the wall. So it's a nice looking Caucasian woman at the desk. So I was like, okay. And she said, oh, you're so beautiful. And I was probably in my, in my 30s, early 30s then. So then I said, okay. So then he grabbed me by my waist, and we walk in. Whew, when we walk in, there was a man sitting in a chair. And there was a woman sitting on his lap.
Wow.
You know those Western ladies that do the boot stuff like this, and the skirt comes out like that? She had one of those outfits on, and her head was on the floor, and the skirt came over, but it stopped right here. And I'm like, why didn't I? So I'm just walking and looking. Then there's the dance floor.
Wow.
Everybody was buck bone naked on the dance floor. There were tables and chairs, so the outfits was on the back of the chair.
Wow.
They just took their clothes off, put it on the back of the chair, and went on the dance floor and started dancing. And they had Atlanta's finest was there, security guards.
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the... Then he said, nice looking man. Oh my God, gorgeous, Dr. Gorgeous. Commercial time again.
Oh, you're killing me with this. All right.
Woo!
All right. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of Bedroom Chronicles and these topics, these juicy topics. Please, by all means, if you like what you hear, like what you see, leave comments. But we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, he was sneaky.
My name is Dynasty. Welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your event live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your talk show, sitcom, showcase, and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers, show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are very exciting times we live in. Traditional TV is all but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is now on the Roku platform with a viewership of 46 million and counting. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and streaming your own show or movie, or coming in as a sponsor or an advertiser, please send your contact information with a short description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you.
How can you find a reliable source of CBD products? Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit holisticwellnessboutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry, leave me a message.
I
Bye.
just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rising. I'm your host, and my co-host today is Tacoma, Washington.
Hey.
And we were just talking about voyeurism.
Yes.
And I was telling Tacoma how I got tricked into going to this party. But anyway, the party was...
tricked.
Yeah, I was tricked. Because I would have never went on my own.
Yeah.
No. So, I'm gonna make a long story short. We got to as we inside and everybody is mingling around, and they had future events on the table. So he introduced me to his lawyer friend, wife. He wanted us to go dance, and I cussed him out. I was like,
Wow.
no, sir, that's not me. And then I asked the wife, why would you let your husband treat you like this? And then she said, that's what he likes, that's what he wants, so that's what she was going to do. I said, So I gave my friend, I gave him, I was rough on him the whole night.
Yeah.
But he still was leading me around. So then the thing about they had a room, a suite of toys, all two-headed. It can be a head of a penis over there and a head of a penis over here, but they joined.
Yeah.
There was, yes, and there were all different ages. Every nationality, culture you can probably think of was there. Because they rented the whole Holiday Inn. So around the pool, all the rooms were open.
Wow.
If you saw something you liked, you just went in and joined in.
Yeah.
So at that time, I didn't need to wear a bra. So I stopped at this door, and this woman had this man on a leash. I was like, I thought that was, and he was just crawling around on the floor and doing her every command.
Wow.
And I was and this guy, he was tall. He was taller than you. He was, but anyway, because it gets to me just. So I'm standing at the door, and my jacket is open a little bit. So she said, ooh, she's getting turned on. Her nipples are hard. And I was like, no, it's not. It's always like this. And I said, you need to take me home. You need to take me home right now. And I remember calling a couple of friends, and nobody would come pick me up. So I stayed until he took me home. But then they had a get acquainted room if you met someone that you liked before you want to go in and join in an orgy.
Yeah.
I was like, this place got everything in one spot.
Wow.
And this is something that they did every weekend.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. How can you do this every weekend and you got to go and doctor on people for 5 days?
Yeah.
And then you're doing this stuff on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I tell you. Yeah, I tell you.
But yeah, he and look, once I got home, I ain't never talked to him again. Never.
Did he ever call you?
Oh yeah, he called. I said, tell him I moved.
Yeah.
He definitely did call.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, but that's I still want to go. You know, just to watch. You know, just to watch and just to watch. So,
Yeah, that's what you say today.
that's what I say today. But tomorrow to be, you know,
Yeah.
all right. But that's a world, that's a culture that I am totally clueless about.
Yeah.
Other than what I've her little kids, you know.
Well,
but like you said, you know,
it's a lot of people in Atlanta, Georgia doing it.
doing it, yeah.
Yeah, if it can fill up a Holiday Inn every weekend, come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot. It was so many people there. So many.
Okay, all right. Because even in Chasing Waterfalls, an erotic novel, always have to get that plug in there. The Jonah and his wife Shayla, they were into that too.
Oh.
You know, Shayla used to like. They used to like to their foreplay routine repertoire was you know, self pleasure. You know, as they watched each other, and she used to like Jonah to tell her a story, you know, and he would always rely on this. He would always go back to the story about the a scenario at a sex club, and how this woman, you know, approached them, and how she went down on her, and how she wanted Jonah to, you know, fuck her from behind, and they used to turn her on, you know,
Wow.
and that's how they had a spicy love life, you know, until his affair, but yeah, that used to turn her on. So.
Wow.
You gotta pick up a copy. Chasing
You know,
Waterfalls.
every time you say that, I got a question to come back with.
Oh, yeah, please,
Every
by
time
all
you
means.
talk about how much the love from your marriage and then the affair. So if you had all of that in your marriage, why the affair?
You would have to ask Jonah. You would have to ask Jonah. And since I created that character, it's because there was a little, and I'm giving the details of the book. The spoiler alert. So what it was is that he was jealous of his wife's career. And he basically didn't know how to process that. And you know, then you know, you have the devil on one side and the angel on the other, and he listened more to the devil. And you know, once his cousin had introduced him to his girlfriend, and she was really feeling the cousin, Jonah, when she had met him, and he lost control. He was like, wow, you know, one thing led to another, and that grimy, erotic, steamy tale.
Wow.
You know, but you know, getting back to these sex clubs, is it still? Do you think they're still as prominent as they were, you know, 10, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, probably
Gotta be,
more
right?
now.
Yeah, because no one loses interest in sex.
Nope,
so,
we sure don't.
yeah, and please, you know, give us a call. Let us know what you think. You know, if you've ever experienced going to a sex club, 770-485-7724. Give us a call. We're taking calls live right here, Bedroom Chronicles. So is that, and I think I remember there's a membership, right? And the membership fees weren't expensive.
Really?
And I was like, you know, and then I remember, you know, there was this one young lady. And then she told me about her experience, and you know, you get there and put your belongings in a locker and shower up, and you can sit around. And you have a towel. You can wear the towel or not, or a robe, and you know, you can bring your own liquor and just watch.
Wow.
But I do remember, you know, one of the disclaimers on the website said that, and that disclaimer was in big bold print. It says, make sure that you and your partner have a solid relationship. You know, I didn't read in too much into that disclaimer, but what I got out of that was, you know, like have a safe word, or just you know, when you come here, we're not having no, you know.
Right.
So make sure that you're not the jealous type that's going to flood, both for men and women. You know, wives don't you know, wild out. When someone approaches your husband or your man, and same thing for the men. Don't wild out when someone approaches your wife.
Because in my experience, it was you had to be girlfriend and boyfriend or husband and wife in order to go.
Yeah.
And look, we like you sitting right there. So your girlfriend or your wife in front of you, and so it's be girl. So it's a man behind me, and it was so the same couple. He behind me had his finger over there for her. No, you ain't touching me. You not touching me. And then this other lady, she comes up and she's passing out the little cards for you to where you the next one's gonna be. She said, "Oh, this must be your first time." So everybody could tell that it was my first time.
How so?
Cause I was like,
just yeah.
Don't touch.
Yeah,
don't say nothing.
That body posture. Yeah.
Yes, I had that
wow.
body language going on the whole night. So nope. So
Okay.
yeah, don't trick me. Don't trick me. No,
Oh,
not up for
man.
no tricks.
Now, had you known beforehand, do you think you may have?
Yeah,
participated
if I
maybe?
had no, I wasn't going to participate. If I had known beforehand, I would have been easier for me to just walk into it, not without being surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to participate. I would do like you said you were going to do. I would have watched.
Okay, so pardon me if I've missed this, but so when you got up front and you saw the sign that said "Keep your dicks in your pants,"
Penises in your pants, yeah.
Yeah.
But that never crossed my mind that that's what it was going to be because it's a private party. They can put up any kind of sign they want.
Okay, all right. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
Yeah.
when did it dawn on you? Like, you're in there. You're
As
like,
I was walking past the woman and the guy sitting in the chair.
Hey, how come
I was
he's
like,
naked?
what? Yeah.
Where's her clothes? Hey, how come everybody ain't got no clothes on in this? So, what? I think that would be the fun part of it, not knowing and then going there and getting surprised.
Fun? Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking,
To say the least.
shocking.
Wow.
Yeah, very shocking. So, let's switch up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what was something criminal or
Criminal or kinky.
Yeah.
The strangest places that you've made love is a crime. Because there's a fine line.
Yeah.
Like kinky could be the making love on a beach at night, or criminal could be walking down the street and I'm with my girl and say hey let's go fuck in that van right there. Let's break in that van and pop the lock and get in there. Then that's criminal. So with removal of the sex act, breaking into a vehicle, that's criminal. So there's a fine line. So the strangest places, a lot of people say Mile High Club in the bathroom of a plane, or the commuter, not the commuter trains, but the Amtrak trains, and something like that. What's another one? Or pulling over on the highway. There's got to be a highway. You can't be a local street with the traffic lights, because on the highway no one's going to stop, and these people aren't going. They're not going to see you again ever in life, But what's the? And as always, my disclaimer: you complete the fit. What's your strangest place, and what's your strangest place, or what's the strangest place someone has told you about?
Okay, I'll say the strangest place someone has told me about is no, it's well, it was. I'll tell you how it started. So they were driving from South Carolina to Rochester, New York. That's a long drive.
Yeah, that is.
So what he liked to do was he liked for her to give him head while a truck is coming by. So the guy in the truck can see what's going on in the car. Yeah. So, and then probably later on down the interstate, then they'll stop over at the hotel for the night. But it was just more fun just doing the on the highway. So then I've heard about the in the movie theater, but it's in the back.
Yeah.
And then the drive-in theater, in the back of the car, and the drive-in theater. Those are good. And where else? The movie theater, the drive-in theater, the highway. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
It's just the getting caught or knowing somebody watching you. The thrill of that.
The thrill of that makes it more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, and in Chasing Waterfalls, an erotic novel, there's a scene where Jonah and Shayla, when they had first met, they're both New York City police officers before she got promoted to a sergeant, and that's when the trouble ensued. But when they were dating, they were young cops. They used to go up to this park, and after hours, the park used to close, and the patrol vehicle, a patrol vehicle used to come through the park because it was well known for prostitution and whatever like that, hanging out. So they used to come through, chase people away, and in this. I forget what chapter it's in, but they were in the car, they were fucking in the back seat, and the patrol car comes up, chases everybody else away. You hear all the other engines starting, vroom vroom, everybody's leaving.
So
We have a caller.
Yeah. What I do first? Uh-oh. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mercury. Hi, Tacoma. How are y'all?
Finding you. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Latrice. Latrice, and I'm calling from South Carolina.
Oh, well, good evening, Latrice. Nice for you to call. What's on your mind?
Well, let me start off and say that I love y'all chemistry. Y'all have amazing chemistry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tacoma, I'm sad to say that I have not bought your book yet, but you make it seem very interesting, so I will be buying your book, Waterfalls.
I appreciate that. I won't hold that against you. If you haven't gotten it yet, I promise I won't hold that against you, but it's a good read. You're going to love it. So whenever you can cop a copy, go right ahead. Go right along.
I will do. You know, y'all touched on so many topics today, but I really wanted to comment on Mercury Rising book.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about Jimmy, if that's not a problem.
No, go ahead.
I noticed something. I think it was on page 190. Was it 193?
Okay.
And 193, I believe it was, and something just stood out. And I'm going to read it. It says, I am the chasing waterfall type of love.
Lover.
Yes, lover. My book will tell you exactly what I am used to and what I like. What book was Jimmy referring to?
I guess Jimmy must have read Chasing Waterfalls.
Oh, okay. Okay. My mind went a little step further, but okay. I'm going to leave that one right there.
Okay. Yeah, it does say that.
It does? All right. Okay.
Tacoma, from a male perspective, what would you say that Jimmy could have done better by Sasha? Because to me, I think he was misleading to tell Sasha about, he loved her, like being with her, and then all of a sudden just went back to Anna.
Okay, because I read that book. It's been now almost a year now, but I do remember that. So I think that he felt that he didn't know. Basically, he didn't know what he wanted out of life. He didn't know what he wanted.
Do you think he felt like he was going to get hurt because her relationship with Doc was still new? Why he went back to Anna? It was more like a safe move.
A safe move. It would be best to say. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you really read? You read? Wow. She got the page number.
I know everything. And now that I think about it,
I wrote it down because I wanted the answers to my question.
Yeah.
Do you think about having any of the guys from the book to come on the show?
I've thought about it. I just have to wait to get a yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've given the call-in number. So hopefully one day they'll just surprise me and call in.
Oh, I would prefer them be on the show so I can ask my questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. That
Right.
would be great.
So you want to touch on any other character? What did you think about Doc?
A little manipulative.
Oh.
I think Doc was just weighing his options to see how things was gonna go. He didn't want to let go of what he had going on. You know how you bring in somebody new to see what they're about. And I'm thinking things might have went a different way had Sasha not went and got married.
Oh.
I think if Sasha had, if you had more patience to see where things would go with Doc, things might have went a little bit different.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. I can't wait till you read Chasing Waterfalls.
Oh, honey, I can't wait either because Tacoma just make it seem so juicy. I can't wait.
You know, I appreciate that. You know, sometimes, describing my own book, it's like, it's difficult, but then in my mind, I'm just like, listen, you won't be disappointed. So I'll let the words of the pages speak for themselves.
It just sounds like one of those books where you just can't put it down.
Yeah, it was definitely fun writing it. So, but I'd appreciate that. Pick up a copy and check it out for yourself.
Okay, we're going to you can hold on. We're going to go to a commercial break and we'll come right back with our guests on the phone.
Hello, I'm Vernell Bernardo, better known as Papa Stoop, executive producer of the new hit show, The Flavor. The Flavor is the independent video countdown show. We are seeking a female host between the ages of 21 and 35 years old. The casting will be held September 4th, Saturday, between 11 to 4 in the afternoon. The Flavor will be the next hottest show since BET and MTV Countdown. So if you think you got what it takes to host a show, contact us at 1061tv@gmail.com. Once again, 1061@gmail.com. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Michael Collier, funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party. All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles with your host, Mercury's Rising, and her co-host, me, Tacoma Washington, author of Chasing Waterfalls. I've always got to get that shameless plug in there, an erotic novel. And we do have a caller on the line, Latrice. And we're back live here. Give us a call. I think we're running out of time, but please give us a call. Our number here is 770-485-7724. Okay, Latrice, did you have any comments about the previous topics we discussed, like the strangest places you may have made love, or the strangest places someone you know may have made love?
Well, I would say the strangest place, and there have been several places, was in an elevator at a government official building.
What? What? Okay.
Well, I had got news. My case was thrown out, and I had to celebrate. I couldn't wait till I got home. So, just a little nudge and a few grinds and pumps.
Okay.
Good.
And this happened to you? This happened to you?
Yes, it was me. Yes.
Okay, you weren't now an elevator. That's a good place, but I would be, especially now today with cameras everywhere. You weren't scared about cameras?
No.
Okay. All right. See, that's what I like. I like a daring woman. Down for whatever. Let's do it here. Like, oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Well, that's a hot place. That's a hot place.
Yeah. And one time I was on the job in the parking lot. I had to do a 3 to 11 shift, and just a little quickie.
Yeah.
You know how men think when you're going around other men, they feel like if they get it in right quick, you wouldn't want with someone else, even though I wasn't like that, but that's still how some men think.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was in the back seat of the car. Or in the park.
Park is another. Park is another one.
But it was on the bench in the middle of the park, off of the highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that thrill about being seen is what gets the juices flowing.
Yes, and just making sure 5-0 wasn't rolling up on us.
Yes. Okay. All right, Latrice, I appreciate that. We appreciate that. We appreciate those comments and your call. Did you have any other questions for us?
No, I don't have any other
questions. We thank you so much, for being a loyal viewer and reading Mercury's book, Men in My Bed. And by all means, please call back and let me know what you think about, my book. Take some time, give us a call back. And but for the rest of the evening, we thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks so much for your call.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You too. You as well. So Tacoma, you're going to be on more shows?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
God willing.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's evening too.
You too.
right.
Take care. Thanks again for your call.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh man, but yeah, in the park, that's one of those places where you never know who's watching. Who's watching, and yeah, but it's that thrill that gets the adrenaline flowing, and
Wow.
yeah, but that's I appreciate that call. And there's one other place too. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and a project kid. I used to love going to the roof, and that's one thing I just love that to be able to see the skyline and rooftops of other buildings. With being on a roof. Have you ever made love on a roof of a building? When the sun comes up.
No.
Me neither. But that's on my bucket list. That is on my bucket list. And that's criminal.
That's
If you get caught up there, then that's trespassing.
Really?
And then, yeah.
Wow. I had a friend of mine. He was a young man. He was like 15 or 16. This is in his younger years. He told me this story about his mom caught him in the bed with a young girl, and they were having sex.
Wow.
And she told him, "You better never let me catch you laying down again." And then he said, from that point on, they always went up on the roof and stood up.
Yeah, don't let me catch you lying down
Yeah,
again.
so
I'm gonna get it in there somewhere.
Yep,
She said laying down.
Laying
That's
down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on a roof. That's on my bucket list, though.
Yeah.
That's
The
on my
roof.
bucket list. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But roofs aren't just regular roofs like they used to be back in the day. They have them set up with like a nice romantic area and the sofa and the lights and candles and all that good stuff.
Rooftop on my bucket list. Also, like in the projects, I knew a girl that lived in Harlem, and she had a terrace, and I always wanted to fuck on a terrace. Just like in the movie Spike Lee's movie More Better Blues. Was it More Better Blues? When what's the brother's name? The actor Wesley Snipes.
Okay.
He made love to a woman on a terrace, and that's exciting because my ex-girl, her terrace faced the Harlem River Drive, and that's nothing but cars.
Wow.
Every cars galore, and if they can see you, what they're gonna do? They can't pull over 70 miles an hour, and you just wail her out. It's right there, and if she's down for that too. You're like, nobody's gonna see us. No one's gonna see us. Don't worry about it. Just get it in. That's on my bucket list too. But I don't know anyone that lives in those projects anymore. So finding a terrace, that's gonna be damn near impossible. So, but the rooftop, that's still doable.
Yeah.
I'll get that done. I'll get that done.
Wow. Well, you had some very sexual adventurous years.
I can't complain. I can't complain. You've been to a sex club. I've never been.
I was just watching.
Yeah, well, shoot, I want to watch too. Hence, voyeurism. Voyeurism. But in our last segment, we're going to discuss the One Life, One Live. One Life, One Love, One Life. Healthy tips to help just be healthy, so you could live long and enjoy sex. So
what's your tip for today?
Tip for today is, stress. I was watching something on the news today about stress level, methods to reduce that stress, because stress kills.
I know.
And there's one thing I have to tell you, being a man of a certain age, when I was young, I've been through some stressful situations, but it didn't bother me, or it didn't affect my body the way I know the stress bothers me today. And you really, I'm thankful for the years that, but maybe it's taking its toll now.
Right.
But you have to meditate. You have to, whatever works for you, prayer, meditation, yoga, but you can't let stress get to you because it will kill you.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
I agree. Yes, stress is a killer, silent killer.
Yes.
So, And meditation is a really good idea. I even tried some today before I came here.
Did you? Yeah.
But meditation for me is hard. I usually just go to sleep. I get so relaxed, I go to sleep. So I'll put on a 3-hour meditation tape, and then I end up going to sleep. But today was different. I put on what is it? Shamanic meditation, the Indian.
Yes. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so it's Indian ceremony music. So I was listening to that, and I went to sleep, and then I woke up for a few seconds, but then I went back to sleep. But when people said they get I don't know, was it downloads of visual images when they meditate? I had that experience today.
Okay.
So I said, oh, it works. But that was the first time ever. I've been trying for years to meditate, but I could never calm down myself where I could do it and stay awake. I just do it and go straight
Fall
to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But whatever works.
Yeah, because I was trying working on getting my doctor say I'm stressed. Maybe she's right, but
Yeah. Do you feel you're stressed?
I'm sure I am, because I do a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm busy, but it's just that I got a lot of things on my plate.
You do.
But I'm trying to take some of them off, and my intention is not to add anything new when I finish these few things.
There
that
you
I
go.
got to do.
All right.
Yeah.
If you know how, if you know what to do to reduce stress, then do it.
Yeah. And I know those little toy things work good, but I haven't been using them because I don't want to. I just didn't want to go to my black bag, but I know those are stress relievers.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to. I just want to save it up for a minute. Yeah.
Save it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and making sure getting rest.
Yeah.
Because I used to be. I'm a night owl. I love being a night owl, but you have to get rest.
Yeah, you do.
The only drawback to being a night owl is if you go to bed and there were times I've gone to bed 7 o'clock in the morning as the sun is rising. But then I know if I get 8 hours from there, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and the day is shot.
All right. Wow. Well, sorry to say it's time for us to go.
Oh.
But I appreciate you joining us today. And remember my book, Men in My Bed.
Yes.
True Love is Hard to Find. And Tacoma, Washington, and Chasing Waterfalls. And we will be back next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Be sure to join us or call in.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.
That was a quick hour.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I
Bye.
just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love